Bernal Heights is essentially a hilltop village in the southeast part of San Francisco. At the start of the 20th century, it was still mostly rural, with unpaved roads and steep hills. A San Francisco Chronicle story in 1894 called it "this paradise of the agile goat and speckled hen." Through longtime Bernal residents, we know many stories about the San Francisco 1906 earthquake and fire. Swedish immigrants Carl and Sophia Lund lived on Elsie Street. On Wednesday, April 18th, Carl left home around 6 a.m. and walked down to Cortlandt and Mission to take an electric streetcar to work. After an unusually long wait, he finally asked some strangers if there was a problem. One of them replied, "Haven't you heard that a great earthquake just occurred downtown?" The earthquake and fire devastated San Francisco. Downtown was obliterated, and many surrounding neighborhoods were heavily damaged. More than 250,000 people were displaced. However, Bernal Heights was shaken but not stirred, and there was almost no damage on the hill. Some residents, like the Lunds, didn't even feel the shake. Sophia reported that one dish fell from her kitchen cabinet but did not break. Other families were not so lucky. Will and Lottie Hahn, German immigrants, lived on Bocana Street. After the quake, they camped in a doorway for 3 days, eating canned fish. They then set up a makeshift tent in Holly Park, just up the street. After the horrors and difficulties of the earthquake subsided, rapid recovery was the aim of all civic endeavor. The San Francisco Relief Committee contracted with union carpenters to build 5,600 earthquake refugee shacks in city parks and open spaces. They were intended to be temporary housing and were painted park bench green so they would blend in with their surroundings. Precita Park hosted Camp 23, where 250 shacks were built. They could be rented for $2 a month. When the camp closed in 1907, they were often bought by their residents for about $100 and transported to lots elsewhere in the city. 48 Cortlandt Avenue, where I used to live, was small enough to be an earthquake shack, 16 feet by 10, but was actually a bonus plan cottage built to similar specifications. Helene Ferenz was 4 years old and living at 12th and Harrison Streets when the earthquake struck. She remembered the wall's plaster crumbling and helping guard her mother's sewing machine outside in the street. The Ferenzes camped in Potrero Hill before moving to 2 Type B shacks combined at 43 Carver Street. Bernal Heights has the largest collection of remaining earthquake shacks in any one San Francisco neighborhood. There are dozens more hiding in modernized forms in the city, especially in the Sunset, where the Western Neighborhoods Project has restored 2 shacks that now live at the San Francisco Zoo. Rose Cliver, now 107, remembers climbing Bernal Hill with her father to look at the fires downtown from their home on Gate Street. In 2009, she and fellow centenarian and quake survivor Bill Del Monte attended the remembrance ceremony at Lotta's Fountain. She's planning to attend again this year. Hope I get to talk to her and interview her.